This week on Council Bluffs News, keeping it chill. The Salvation Army opens its cooling station for the summer. Then, art in the park. See how the city wants to spruce up these bland old signs. Plus, paranormal investigators are at the Squirrel Cage Jail. Find out how they uncover spirits who call the building home. That and more, all on this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm James Lathrop. During the summer, the weather gets pretty hot here in the Midwest, and the Salvation Army is ready to help you beat the heat. Marie Zeitner brings us more on the organization's cooling station right here in Council Bluffs.
As summer settles in, it might be hard to keep cool.
We recognize, especially in the Midwest, that not everybody has air conditioning or the ability to cool off.
And the Salvation Army wants to help by turning its facility on the Charles E. Lakin campus into a cooling station.
If you're hot and need a break during the day, just come on in and have a seat, and we'll give you a bottle of cold water and just let you cool off for as long as you need.
The cooling station opens when the temperatures reach 90 degrees or above for at least 3 days in a row. When that happens, you can come to this Salvation Army at 16th Street and Avenue G. There is a designated room at the cooling station for anyone looking to get out of the heat.
We just welcome anybody who needs that break to come on in.
And you can take the cool air from the station with you. The Salvation Army is giving away free fans for people to take home.
We have box fans that we can give, one per household.
To get a fan, to show up with your ID, social security card, and proof of address, such as a utility bill.
We should have plenty for the need here in Council Bluffs this year.
And you can also help the Salvation Army by donating a fan.
It has to be new. We can't give out used ones.
The organization will also accept bottled water or monetary donations. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Marie Zeitner.
Again, the Salvation Army is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can find the cooling station at 16th and Avenue G on the Charles E. Lakin campus. When you hear the phrase art in the park, you think statues or exhibits, but you don't think of the actual park signs. IWTV student Aaron Mefford tells us how that's going to change.
Every Council Bluffs park has an old wooden sign with bright yellow paint.
Every city has park signs that are fairly normal and, outdated or beat up or ignored. And Council Bluffs is a city that has a growing history of, embracing the arts and funding the arts and placing art, in the public eye.
The Council Bluffs Art Commission is revamping 6 local parks in collaboration with the Iowa West Foundation. Artists are creating new park signs, but not just any old park signs. At a recent meeting at the library, the curator presented the new designs. Pieces of art, each unique to its park and surroundings.
The general public to come and give us their thoughts on the park itself. First off, get some memories of the park or some favorite elements of each park.
The 6 parks up for renovation are Roberts, Cochran, Big Lake, Kern, Sternhill, and Westwood. These parks all fit the criteria for the art project.
Some of the parks had really strong neighborhood associations that live close to the park. So it was kind of a variety of factors, and we wanted to spread it out throughout the city. We didn't want all the West End parks or all the East End parks.
The art curator and the community talk about the best design for each park. This meeting focused on a new sign for Westwood Park.
I'm taking what the neighborhood said and using that to inform my own decision. And I'll select the 6 that I think are the right pieces, and we'll present that to the Public Art Commission, and then they will either give the entire group a yes or a no.
The signs are all created by local artists who have been handpicked by curator Joel Damon.
But I picked a lot of artists that had never done a public piece before, which I thought was really exciting. I think with public art, a lot of times you see things that are fairly set in their ways, and this is a different approach.
The park renovations go past just simple park signs. They are a symbol of Council Bluffs' connection with the arts.
I mean, I'm so thankful for so many amazing, vocal participants in these meetings, and for, I guess the city, for allowing this sort of dialogue and allowing this opportunity. This does not happen. This is rare and fantastic.
With your Council Bluffs News, I'm Aaron Mefford.
The Public Art Commission will be voting on July 10th on whether or not to approve the new signs. If City Council approves, the new signs will be in the parks sometime this fall. If your eyes ever strayed away from the road around Ameristar Casino over the weekend, you may have noticed a handful of miniature planes performing death-defying stunts. These micro Daredevils are part of the Twin Cities Eagle Squadron of Council Bluffs. What a day for an air show. The sky is blue, a light breeze, and the planes, they're small.
This event is part of the Huckfest tour.
The Corn Huck Fest Tour is an RC plane jaunt put on by Flying Giants, a website that specializes in the hobby of RC aircraft flying.
As a hobbyist, we go to those web pages because we know we're going to be able to talk to that group of people.
Tyler Brown is with Twin Cities Eagle Squadron of Council Bluffs, an airfield for RC planes, recently threatened by the 2011 Missouri River flood.
3 years ago, the field was flooded out, and they about lost it.
So Brown thought of a way that he could help.
I'm a club member of this RC club also, and decided that this club could benefit from using the profit that we make from this event to help their field.
The 4-day event brings folks from all over the Midwest.
We got Missouri, South Dakota, Minnesota, probably a 5 or 6 state area around us.
Pete Rosa is a well-known RC pilot of the Midwest. He flies a massive plane. However, this event isn't just for the big birds.
Small aircraft beginning anywhere from electric to what we call a nitro model to gasoline, and for most of us it kind of turns into a disease and the airplanes grow to a spectacular size.
The planes can go as high as 600 feet in the air and hover inches above the ground.
There is something on the line. I mean, obviously they're putting their aircraft in jeopardy doing some events.
But it's all for a good cause, with a little extra incentive.
Either raffle or event spectator prizes. We also give away plaques and awards to the pilots that win.
Keeping connections and having a blast. It's what it's all about.
We do it mainly for the airplane community to get together and just hang out and have a good time.
To learn more about the Council Bluffs RC Club, log on to TwinCityEagles.org. Now for news around the Bluffs. Sponsored by Mr. Ed's Flagpole Company of Council Bluffs, right off Valley View Drive between Madison Avenue and Highway 92. Expect to see big changes to the I-80, I-29 interchange in the next few years. If you haven't noticed already, the new ramps are slowly coming together that will lead traffic to new heights. Also, I-80 from the interchange to the I-29 south exit will be extended to 10 lanes of traffic. 5 on each side, 2 for local traffic, while 3 middle lanes will be used for pass-through traffic. David Dorsett of the Iowa Department of Transportation says there's just too many cars.
Really the problem is primarily with the I-80 traffic traveling east to west. We've got capacity issues there.
Learn more about the multi-million-dollar project next week on Council Bluffs News. A message from the Council Bluffs Recycling Center: waste services will not occur on Thursday, July 4th in light of Independence Day, and will resume on the following day. Please remember that cans and bottles are recyclable, however fireworks and related materials are not. Also from the Recycling Center, effective July 1st, a secure load policy will help ensure that vehicles do not spread litter to and from the facility by requiring customers to fasten their loads with covers, straps, or ties depending on the material they're hauling. Any vehicle with an improperly secured load will be assessed a $15 fee in addition to the regular disposal charge of the material. For questions, call 712-328-4985. And finally today, the Council Bluffs Police Department wants you to stay safe during the 4th of July. So here are the rules in the city of Council Bluffs and the state of Iowa. The only legal fireworks are sparklers, caps, and snakes. All other consumer fireworks are considered illegal. Mark Alba of the Council Bluffs Police Department says the best way to enjoy fireworks on the 4th is to go to a professional display.
That's probably the best and most safe way, because on a holiday, we want everybody to have a good time, but we want them to do it safely. And if the kids are going to be using the sparklers or the snakes or the caps, make sure that the parents are there with the kids using them.
Officer Alba also wants residents to remember to be mindful and keep it safe when you're using outdoor grills as well. Still to come on Council Bluffs News, ghost hunters hit the Squirrel Cage jail. See how a handful of lucky people get to join them. Plus your pets of the week. Stay tuned.
What does the world need? What will you become? Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Thanks to ASI and my free hearing evaluation, my life has changed for the better.
1 in 5 Americans suffer from varying degrees of hearing loss.
Over 85% of people with hearing loss can be effectively treated with digital hearing instruments from ASI.
Thank you, ASI, for allowing me to hear all the things I haven't heard in years.
ASI, providing better hearing and better living for 35 years.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
At Flex Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, our goal is to get you back to normal as quickly as possible. That's why we use techniques like our 830 laser therapy. Low-level light finds injured tissue, energizing cells to help reduce pain instantly while jump-starting the healing process. Ligaments and tissues grow stronger than normal healing, and when inflammation is reduced, it stays away. The 830 laser at Flex Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, the therapist you know, the care you trust.
Lead paint poisoning affects 1 million children today. If you're pregnant or have young children and your home was built before 1978, you could be at risk. Learn how to protect your family. To find your home's danger zones, the health effects, or just to find help, log on to leadfreekids.org.
That's low and below. Look, he's blushing. Seriously.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite. Unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. One book can be the first element. Helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Now time for Pets of the Week. Sponsored by Mad Cow Paintball of Louisville, Nebraska.
Hi, my name is Misty Bino and I'm a volunteer with Solace, support our local animal shelter. With me here is Melman. Melman is a really sweet Bichon mix. I think he's about 4 years old. He was surrendered here because they could no longer care for him. And the previous owner states he is housebroken and that he is good with other animals and good with kids, and he is a really sweet dog. Once he gets a nice little haircut, he'll clean up really nice. So if you are interested in adopting Melman, his file number is 5065. This little guy here is Knots. Knots is a Yorkie mix that we think is about 2 years old, and he actually has a really special story. He was found as a stray at Lake Manawa in very bad condition. He was severely matted and just in really bad shape. And so he is now available for adoption, and we want to say a special thank you to Solace, Posh Pets, and Valley View Vet Clinic for making him look as cute as he does now. So if you are interested in adopting Knots, his file number is 4918. This black beauty here is Ziggy. Ziggy is a male 14-week-old domestic short-hair black kitty. He is a very sweet love bug. He purrs all the time. And Ziggy was brought in because they could no longer take care of him, but he has been at the shelter since May 17th, so he's been here way too long. If you are interested in adopting Ziggy, his file number is 4402. This big boy here is Charming. Charming is about 6 years old. He was surrendered here to the shelter, and he's a very sweet cuddle bug. He just likes to give hugs and kisses. And he is a Seal Point Himalayan mix. He has long hair, so he'll be quite a bit to take care of as far as maintenance goes. And if you are interested in adopting him, his file number is 4991. And if you are interested in adopting any of the animals you've seen today, you can come down to the Council Bluffs Animal Shelter at 2821 South 15th Street here in Council Bluffs, or you can also go to the webpage at solacepetadoption.org.
Now time for our weekly events calendar. Summer is here and so are the hydrant parties. Here are the two for the next week: Tuesday, July 9th at North 31st Street and Avenue J, and Thursday, July 11th at Windsor Circle and Wynwood Drive. The fun starts at 1:30 and runs until 2:30 p.m., so don't be late. For a full list, go to councilbluffs-ia.gov and select Council Bluffs Fire Department from the Departments tab. Come enjoy free live music in Tom Hannafin River's Edge Park. Blues and pop group Wildfire take the stage at 1 p.m. Sunday, July 7th. Catch music in the park every Sunday up until September. The program is presented by the Bluffs Arts Council and Council Bluffs Parks and Rec. To learn more, go to bluffsarts.org. Tuesday, July 9th is Psychic Night at Prairie Hawk Vineyards. Kelly Miller will start party readings at 6 p.m. and after 8, it's open to the public. Come enjoy wine up until 10 p.m. and after that, it's pop and other drinks. For more information, call 712-256-6770. July 1st is Ladies' Night at Ditmar's Orchard. Come enjoy vendors, wine, music, and more. The event starts at 6 p.m. and goes until 9. Ditmar's Orchard is located at 19475 225th Street, just outside of Council Bluffs.
The Squirrel Cage Jail is often referred to as the most haunted place in Council Bluffs. Normal visitors of the Old Pot County Jail often don't get to see this side of the building. However, on Saturday, June 29th, a group of guests stayed late to help with a paranormal investigation.
To catch a ghost, first you will need the tools,
Put on your headphones, point and shoot.
patience, and sometimes a little diversion. And if you're new at it, paranormal distraction can help.
We have been around for about 3 years now. We're based out of Omaha, Nebraska and Kansas City, Missouri.
Tonight, the group is at Council Bluffs' own Squirrel Cage Jail, and they've invited a few members of the public to join them for one of their investigation sessions.
When the public can come and experience what we experience when we go, it's just amazing.
The night starts with introductions. While one group is getting familiar with the equipment, another gets the grand tour of the jail.
What we have over here are prisoner records from the 1930s.
After that, the groups venture to different corners of the jail and put those tools to use.
We have digital recorders, we have night vision cameras, we have EMF detectors that detect electromagnetic fields.
Although the most useful tools may be the least technical, like these dowsing rods, used to ask yes or no questions with a spirit.
Cross the rods for yes, or separate them for no.
But the most successful device of the evening had to be the spirit box.
Lights out. It's a radio that scans stations very fast, and we seem to get a lot of responses through that spirit box tonight. We got a bunch of names. We were asking, if they're guilty or innocent. Got a lot of innocent. A lot of direct responses tonight, which is great.
Ghost hunting gets most of its fame from television. Folks like Tony Hoyme stemmed their interest from TV shows on the subject.
I used to watch ghost hunters religiously on TV and Paranormal State, and I got into it through that.
Now she's living it. Hoyme just returned from an investigation with the American ghost hunter Chad Kalick.
That got me really hooked after that because I got to see an actual investigation, got to actually witness a few things and record stuff, and I thought, oh, this is fun.
And on this night, she's doing the same.
There is something out there, but I want to feel it, I want to experience it, to know it. Then I'll start believing.
Can you knock on something 2 times?
For more information on the Squirrel Cage Jail and future paranormal investigations, go to thehistoricalsociety.org. You can find Paranormal Distraction on Facebook. Just search Paranormal Distraction. Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. If you have any questions, comments, or story ideas, you can email us at cbtv@iwcc.edu, give us a call at 712-325-3312, or check us out on Facebook. You can find us at facebook.com/cbtv17. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm James Lathrop. See you next week.